when does how do you get into the comedy situation? I'm assuming TikTok's not your first comedy interest.
Yeah. It was actually not. It was funny enough. This kind of ties into my TikToks a little bit, but I was in law school. I had this friend. I was always like the guy who would tell stories in like a funny way. And then I had this one friend who's like first day she met me, she was like, "Oh my God, you should be a stand-up comic. You're so funny." Right. And then she said that a lot. But then like towards the end of law school, obviously my grades weren't going so well because it was the last year or whatever. I kind of stopped caring too.
Right.
So I was just like, why not try new things this year? And funny enough, there was a PSA event,
Oh,
Pakistani Students Association event
right. Right.
in my law school. They were like, we're having an open mic night. And
Okay.
then at first I was like, I want to perform. I want to like do something, be known, cool, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like not the performing type either.
Right. Right.
But I was like, let me do a poem, right? And I literally wrote a poem out and then I had it prepared like up until like 2 days before the event, and then I was just like, this is garbage, this is like a this is not a good poem. Like people will clap because you can't boo a poem, right?
Right.
When someone goes up to you and like pours their heart out, you
Yeah.
gotta like fake clap at least,
Sure.
right? But then I was like, why not try the stand up, right?
Okay.
And then because I was also in the Pakistani Students Association at Maryland. So I was like, I have a lot of funny stories from that time period. And the perfect event to do that is another PSA event. So I just went up and I did a stand up and it did really well. And I was like, this is kind of a nice feeling because
Right.
people were like laughing. And, it's very hard to fake laughter, right? It's very
Yeah.
hard to
Yeah.
like if you're bad at stand up, they'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's not like they'll clap,
Yeah.
right? It's so it went really well and then I just did more open mic nights at other events and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to keep doing these." And then the pandemic hit
Okay.
and all of those events got canceled.
Right.
And my friend was like, "Yo, have you heard of TikTok?" And at this point in, TikTok isn't one of like in my head it was like really weird people are on TikTok. Like at that time, it was like really those cringe people that were on TikTok. But then apparently, like it was really popular,
Mm.
and I joined during pandemic. I started making some skits because I grew up watching Just Rain and other
Sure.
YouTubers.
Sure.
So I was like, let me make some skits, and then one of them took off.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
PSA one
Yeah.
PSA one took off. Ironically, it just keeps tying back to PSA.
Yeah.
And then and yeah, from there it's just been that it's just been taken off.